Don't know quite what I'm going to say, but I'm just going to see what I'm going to say. If you're watching this video, probably some kind of hell. I'm not going to tap on this video for fun. When my brain was functional enough, maybe after about 6 months, functional enough to use a phone, I was going to the ends of the internet, you know, search for one little crumb, any story, any fucking testimony that it's possible to survive the antipsychotic drug withdrawal and the akathisia that I got with it. And there was very little out there. Very little. And so I did, even though at that point I still thought I'd never survive, I did promise myself that I would make a video, put it on YouTube, to say that it's possible, you know. It was unlike anything that I'd ever experienced before in my life. It was unlike all of everything that I'd ever experienced in my life put together. All of the trauma and suffering and pain put together, and the terror. I'm not even going to go into it. You already know if you're already watching this video. And it could not be dealt with in the ways that I'd learned, that I'd been taught. All through my life, I had learned that in a terrible situation, either first of all, something will help, something will come and help, something will come and help, or mostly I must find my way through. I must find a solution. I must find a way through. But then there's akathisia. And none of the old rules applied anymore, and none of the old things I'd learned applied anymore, and my brain kept on searching through everything I knew. It's different. It's survival. It's different. And maybe in your life even you've been in a life or death survival situation. But I bet it didn't go on and on and on and on and on. I bet it was start and finish. Didn't go on and on and on and on and on and on for months or even years of survival every moment. I'd certainly never been in anything resembling this situation. Not this situation, that situation. I'm healed now. I had to find a different way. I had to find a different thing. Pause, I just want to say it's survivable. It happens. It fixes itself. It fixes itself. The neuroplasticity comes in and just takes too long, doesn't it? It takes too long, but that's all we've got. That's all we've got. I know all the hope goes. They say you can survive anything with hope, and one of the factors of this injury is that there is no hope left amongst all of the rest of it. You have to keep on surviving it without even the hope. Everybody I've spoken to many people, everyone knows that they are the case that will not heal. It's all my brain would say, amongst all the other things, you know, that it says. Mine is the case, and it gives me many reasons why. It was not true. It wasn't true. Fully healed, fully human, fully functional. All of it comes back. I'm sorry to say that I can't tell you how to get through. I fucking hardly even know how I got through. Certainly at the time I didn't know how to get through. I can't tell you how to get through. Inside us, we all have our own inner resources and conditioning that will give us a different path to each other. I could tell you there were things that I did, or fucking that the brain, there was things that the being did throughout it. I'm not going to go into them on here because it would just be lost in translation. If anyone wants to contact me personally, I'm happy to talk about those things. The only thing I'm going to say, out of all the myriad different things I could say, is that when it gets to its worst and it's too much, and it's actually too much, when it's actually too much, and you can't actually believe that that life includes something like this, okay? And that your whole life has become it. Go and find your breath, okay? Survive that breath, one breath. You can't survive another day, it's an eternity. You can't certainly not survive another week or month. You can survive a breath. You can survive one breath. Survive that one. Survive that one. You see, I'm trembling just remembering it. And this is a year ago I came out of it, but it's intense. It's intense. Because finding that I could survive one breath and another breath. And I'm not saying this like go in and find some inner peace in your breath, like some meditation. I'm talking about surviving one more breath. And if you're in that hell, then you understand what I mean, and you probably have found it yourself. But it's literally the only thing I can. When it's too much, and when you're doing it, your mind will be all here, and your fucking body will be exploding and frying itself in its acids. And it will be not letting you find that breath. But it might make the difference between living and dying. What your thoughts are telling you to do, what your thoughts are telling you the future will be, and what your body is experiencing. And your thoughts are saying, I cannot do this. I cannot make it till bedtime, that's for sure. But then the breath never goes away. The breath keeps on happening. So any time you've got enough clarity of mind to come out of that terror and torture, not come out of it, you know what I'm saying? Find it and just survive that breath. Don't set your sights any further than that. It will keep happening, and sometimes you can stay with it for a few seconds at a time. I don't know if anyone will watch this, but I think if I put it on YouTube, eventually one person at some point will hear me what I'm saying. And most of all, I promised to myself that I would put another little crumb of hope out there. I survived in good shape. I will tell you quickly before the end what my situation was. It was Abilify. God bless you if you've ever fucking had to take that drug. Second generation antipsychotic. I got it in an injection. Only had a couple of doses. And 9 months it took me of that, what you are experiencing now. 9 months. And so if you're at 1 month, you'll say, oh shit, I can't do it that long. If you're at 2 years, you'll say, oh well, this doesn't apply to me because I'm already obviously never going to heal because I'm 2 years, whatever. I just got to put it in there. That's what my time frame was. Everybody's path is different. No one will know. No one will ever know what it's like for you. No one will ever know what it cost me to be in that place for 9 months with myself in that nightmare. But what comes out the other side, believe me, you'll want to be it. 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 What can I say? I'm repeating myself, but you will. What comes out of that is worth living for. And like I say, I didn't really use the internet. My brain was too fried. Don't know about you. But at some point, just very shortly before I healed, I found a group called it's called Living with Akathisia. I'll write it down in the bit below. On Face Group, and there's people there who are doing this, and you can express yourself there without any judgment. There's people who will say, yes, I know, me too. And that's so there's that. There's a website called Akathisia Alliance, and they don't really interact with you, but they have resources on there like information videos and stuff you can show friends and family to try and let them know what it is you're going through. And they have information that you can give to your doctors if you think it will make a bit of difference. I understand you're on your own, that's the nature of it, you're on your own. And I should say as well that if you're tapering off it and you've hit akathisia during tapering, there's a site called Surviving Antidepressants. They deal with all class of psych meds, not just antidepressants. It's a bit of a toxic site. The moderators aren't fantastic. I wouldn't recommend it for support, but if you want advice about tapering, you're having trouble with that, then lots of people turn there, and I will write these things down underneath, and I will also write my email address down underneath. And whenever you come across this, if you want to reach out to me, just send me an email. That's the best way, and I will get back to you. And that's about it, I think.